We've seen Nidalee a lot. Blitz makes sense here too, but here's where the two teams differ. 4Not going for the Ezreal and the Master Yi, presumably an AP Yi, but you got Dynamic going for the Malphite and the Katarina.
Yeah, and once again, guys, this is going to be Game 3. This is the final game of the series. 4Not versus Dynamic. The winner takes it home, and it is blind pick proving grounds. That's the decider. So, you know, pretty similar teams, but I love the Malphite pick because it changes things up a little bit. Neither team has that Soraka, which is interesting. We had seen how big of a deciding factor that had been in the past. But they both can poke each other down, but having that hard initiation from Malphite could be the huge difference. And I'm assuming it is going to be an APE as well. And APE is interesting. We had seen it lose, actually, with Curse, I believe, or maybe it was Legion.
It was Legion. I think it was Legion.
Yeah, so with Legion, it is APE here. But there is a strong potential for APE on this map because the poke is really strong. If you use your dash on the minion waves, you use the Alpha Strike on the minion waves.
Mono Ferris.
Okay.
Mono Ferris.
It was against Curse.
It was against Curse. Yeah, they had this
you use the dash on the minion wave, then it actually can stretch all across the map. I mean, you can really safely poke, in the back line. Just the way that the interaction works. So that's going to be kind of interesting. And then later on, once you get some ability power, you're going to be almost unkillable. But we'll kind of see how they're going to do it. It is going to be AP Nidalee, both of these, almost certainly. There's some ability power going with some utility, so it gets a little bit of more mana regen. And then JD Woot, what's he going to be doing? I'm assuming AP and some mana regen, yes. So basically the same champion. So really it's going to come down to who hits it, who hits their spears, who hits their, Jace shots, and then who can win the fights. And right now, the fight advantage has to go to Dynamic because both teams have the Blitzcrank, but Malphite and Katarina, that quick AoE potential to just, clear up kills is absolutely huge. So a little bit more poke for 4Not. If they can play defensively, Ezreal and, Master Yi gives them a little bit more poke. And then late game, Ezreal, the AD, could really just crush since the other team doesn't have an AD carry, since Dynamic doesn't have an AD carry. Yep. But early on team fights should be advantage Dynamic.
And a little bit of interesting statistics for you, too. Every single LoLympics match we've had so far on Proving Grounds, Jace and Nidalee have been picked every single match.
I just think this is funny right here because it says 3. I'm curious if this is what Parole uses for his AD page a lot. It has crit chance on it. So plus 2.8% crit chance. And I don't know if you guys remember a while back. You have to remember. It wasn't that far ago. They changed the mastery pages, and the mastery pages used to have a small crit chance on the mastery pages. So you would get the 1 point that would give you crit chance, and it's so overpowered. Like early on, if you hit a crit against someone in lane, you can almost win the lane out of that, just a single crit, which is just absolutely brutal. So they took it out of the game because it was just, it was absurd to win the lane off of a random lucky chance. And some people had joked about when they removed it from the mastery pages, putting back in a little bit of crit chance, a crit chance rune into their spell book, just a small little bit. He only has 2% crit chance, so not a lot, but just a couple of pokes here and there in the laning phase or here on this map, and really quickly that one crit could be brutal. I just think that's kind of funny that he has that now.
Yep. So now we got everyone buying in, loading out. You got 2 tiers on to 4Not, looking for that extra mana. And granted, yes, mana regen is increased here on the Proving Grounds, but it doesn't hurt to have a little bit extra. You got 2 lucky picks on the side of Dynamic. They have a little bit extra gold in their pockets as time goes on. You also got 1 Bad Brad. He's got 2 longswords in his first back. He's going to be looking to get that Brutalizer. Also, Nintendo, no fear, running out in front, wants to eat that trap. Oh, nice.
That was close.
He's just being, Zionsbar is just being fancy at this point.
He's trolling.
I appreciate it. Greatly appreciate it.
Oh, the spear and the Jace shot. Parole is crushed.
Wow. Wow.
I think it's interesting, though. We're seeing neither Jace went with Brutalizer. And all the previous matches we had seen, both Jaces had started with Brutalizer as their opening item.
Yeah.
No boots. But here, because we're actually seeing Blitzcrank for the first time on both of these teams, they both decide to go with boots. And I think that might partially be because they're kind of concerned about the, Blitzcrank maybe chasing them down, themselves getting out of position. But having that Brutalizer would be a lot stronger. Pixel, he's not going to quite have as much damage for his Qs without that Brutalizer. Brutalizer, but he has a lot of physical damage, and he's also going to be very strong if he decides to jump in, or if they're all living until Malphite hits 6, and he wants to dive in. That health in the early team fights is going to be huge once he swaps to melee form.
Now, hopefully, I'd very much like to see it because I'm not quite sure what happens. I think I forgot, but hopefully we'll be seeing Nintendo and Frag grabbing each other at the same time simultaneously. That would be absolutely hilarious.
Yeah, and I just want to check real quick the starting levels, how everyone's building. Nothing unusual. Seeing a mix between everyone. Nidalee actually going for the traps for JD Woot, whereas Don't Mash Me, he's not going for the traps at all. So nothing that unusual other than that. But sometimes you see some different builds. Like previously, we had seen the Nidalee, instead of going for the spears early on, starting off with the heal, so maxing the heal first, so that she could help her team out a little bit and just use the Jace for the support.
So right now, it's just a whole lot of spears going back and forth between these two teams. Dynamic is a little bit pushed in, but not by much. Just whatever errant shots you can get on the side. And now, I mean, 4Not, the Ezreal pick is starting to make sense because it just adds another thing. Nice hook on the Pixel, being forced to flash out just to get the safety. Hey, that's a forced flash. You grab him again, that's going to be a guaranteed kill later on.
Yeah, no, that could be really strong, but the health, he hardly took any damage at all. Yeah. Isn't that big of a concern? And they are to the point where the health will spawn. 108 Fruit almost going down, but with the regen, he should be okay.
Pixel pops up the barrier, but it is melted pretty quick. The hammer backwards and first blood going to be picked up by the Blitzcrank here onto 4Not. Fragnetic taking that one. He's got to be happy with himself there. And he only has 1 creep score, so with that champ kill, he's got to be pretty happy about that. But with this though, the pressure still continues here onto Dynamic. You do have Jace coming on back in the lane. He's got 2 long swords himself, so eventually that's going to be coming to Brutalizer. Nice hook down here onto Hexo, popping the barrier. Also, One Bad Brad making quick work of the dude made of rocks.
Fragnatic's winning the hook battle right now.
Yes.
So Hexo, even though he's tanky, he does go down. The previous fight, they were able to bait them in, and then Yi was able to heal, so all of their knockups were already down. Oof. There's a nice quick J shot from Pixel.
Intended playmaker, do it. Come on, you can do it. Well, you got V-Man meditating there in the bush. Some more shots. Blitz gonna be eating that one. Grab on the minion. Almost got everything on that one from Frag. But now Dynamic, they're a little bit upset. They're taking this opportunity to push in. JD Wu getting hugely chunked out by that Stray Spear. J-Shot looking for the back line, but will meet some interference there with Parole out in front.
If Jace hits a shot, if Pixel can hit JD Woot on the back line, he will be able to pick up the kill. Zion Spartan's a little bit out of position, is able to juke to the side there for a second, so he doesn't go down. But both of these teams, they're wearing each other down right now. No clear-cut advantages, but you just kind of force the other team off of the farm. There's the hook back onto Blitzcrank, so he wants to win the Blitzcrank war. It doesn't matter. He's actually able to get out of there. One Bad Brad backs off as well. Pragmatic, he's actually going in for a kill if he can get another hook.
Yeah, got that hook there onto the main. Frag. We'll just back off on there just for the time being. Nice shots once again under tower. Spear to the back. Frag going to be brought very low, so all of 4Not, with the exception of Yi. I mean, he's doing fine on his own, but he can just ignore about everyone else. He doesn't care. He's just got the Alpha Strike. He can meditate, just ignore everyone else. But the rest of the team is ridiculously low at this point, and you see nice shots stacking up, going straight in towards the back line. You got Katarina, will be popped up in the middle of the ultimate, and will be regretting the decision. Zion Spartan taking out of that one. One Bad Brad also going down there also. So 2 for 1. It's not too bad. Not too bad at all.
Yeah, 4Not's getting a little bit low, so it gives Dynamic opportunities to pick up these kills. Part of it's because they hadn't died before, so, a slight advantage turning against them. Neither team really has enough HP. A long-range spear from Don't Mash Me. I thought Parole was going to get out of there, but he does go down, and Dynamic's pushing back into them. Hexo is very close to hitting 6, so he's about to hit 6. That could be huge for them, but we'll see if they can turn it around. The hook does not hit, and Fragnatic is able to back off.
Yeah, you got Yi. You hear that sound. It's got to be an Alpha Strike pop-up. Zion Spartan almost gets to his doom. You got the tower shot, though, will be soaked up by Hexo, as right now Dynamic is in full retreat. Just hiding out in the bush, waiting for 4Not to push on back in.
Yeah, so they will be able to stall them here. Both teams should be pretty defensive for a bit, but Hexo is level 6, so Malphite could go for that ultimate if he sees the opportunity. He is going in for it. He picks up the ultimate, and if Katarina comes in along with the Death Lotus, they could maybe pick up some kills. One Bad Brad does go down. They are all very low, but Katarina could maybe snowball this. Yi jumps into the middle of the team, goes down as well, so 2 quick kills for Zion Spartan.
Yi was looking for that dunk. He wanted to be a master, but not this time. He will get caught out as soon as he comes up from the Alpha Strike. You got Pixel with more shots down towards the backline. Will not be hitting the blitz. You got more hooks coming on in, but will not be hitting its mark. But there's a nice pull coming in. Nintendo making the plays there.
He actually pulled him in to kill Malphite, though, because Blitzcrank was able to use that. Oh, Parole just barely getting out of there, almost going down to that J shot. But Blitzcrank really, smart, used his ultimate really quick and was able to pick up the Malphite kill when he came in. Parole is very low if they can hit him with something. Pixel's looking for the opportunity out of the brush.
Nintendo just still on. Oh my God, yeah, that reminds me too. The longer this game goes on, those spears are gonna hurt quite a bit. Man, look at Ezreal too with that ultimate. It was just extra poke on the 4Nothing here because of that Ezreal. Just a little bit added hurt, a little bit more of a range advantage. But Dynamic doesn't really seem to be having too much of a problem with it.
Yeah, no, the 4Nothing's actually, I think, coming out a little bit ahead here, but Dynamic, they are 6-4. There's another kill, another hook. Ezreal able to pick that up. But the interesting thing is if V-Man can body block some of the poke from them, then he's going to have enough ability power that his Meditate is going to just easily heal up. And after the one spear, it took him down to half, but he was able to heal and, very quickly. You just regen your entire HP, so it's not that big of a concern. He is pretty low, though. They do know he's there. They don't go in on him. But he's going to be able to sit out for a second. And because both teams kind of lack a heal, you see, right off the bat, he's back up to full. Not that big of a concern. So that actually could be a winning option for 4Nothing if they can allow V-Man to tank for his team and then just step back and heal, since neither team really has a strong healer.
You got spears back and forth, and that is a huge thing too. You saw it. The Alpha Strike actually came in from the bush, unaware. Dynamic just really did not see it coming, and it's a really dangerous place to be. 4Nothing's like, hey, you want to be in the center of the map? You're gonna be having the Dunk Master to deal with here. It's gonna be that much more of an issue. One Bad Bread waiting for the health relic, does get it pop up on the Malphite in the middle of the map, but he's going in. There is the ultimate. He's taking some tower damage, but Zion Spartan does get the nice double kill there, right in the middle of the map. You got V-Man over it, and a triple being picked up here by the Katarina. There is the Quadra, but you got Master Yi. Will he be able to escape this? There's the shutdown that came in from Nidalee earlier, but very nice engage from Dynamic. Let's take a look at that again.
Yeah, just see a quick recap as Yi was diving into the back line of the team, but Katarina was able to snowball really quickly off of the Malphite because they were all very, very low. And Zion Spartan, I'm surprised he actually didn't go down because of how low he was. But using the barrier to turn it around, and was able to pick up the Quadra kill very aggressively.
Nice. You did take a little bit
almost
too much.
the penta.
Almost had the penta, but it just took a little bit too much damage from the turret, unfortunately. But still, though, rather impressive there coming in from Dynamic.
Yeah, and Master Yi with that AP already, he's back up to full once again. So there's the strength. Another hook almost going down. He hits the health pot. So Pixel not quite able to pick it up. Frozen for a second, but we'll see if Pixel can get out of there because Yi, just barely survived that engage.
So here, wait, give it a second. You got V-Man coming on in. There's the Elder Strike, and you got the full. You got the knockup. You got the hammer too. Pixel wants that kill, but there is the health.
Pretty sure Pixel's
Master
dead.
Yi picked off. You also had the barrier and flash used up earlier, but Yi, can you get either? He cannot be slowed. He cannot be stopped. No shard will keep him from meditating, and there he is. V-Man hiding in the bush, damn near full, drinks a potion to help keep him topped off, and now 4Nothing looking for some damage here on the tier 1 on Dynamic.
Oh, the hook almost hitting. Brad is very low from that Nidalee spear, and they will back off. But, I think Yi could be the deciding factor, but we'll see how quickly Katarina can try and snowball, because that last fight was really strong for Dynamic. They will be forcing it back. Hexo, his ult is not up, so it's still a minute off. But that next time the ult. So they basically just want to play defensively, not allow themselves to get that worn down, try and poke their opponents. JD Wood dropping very quickly. He needs to get a little bit of armor. But, we'll see how that factors in. If they can just hold off for a second, wear them down some, and then wait for those Malphite ultimates to win them those fights.
Mash Me just leaped on it to the health relic to grab it. Want to have a snack with a little bit of extra flair. But 4Nothing waiting for the rest of the creep wave. You have your little wonderful shields to take all those J shots and all those spears for you. Be the nice tanky front line. Don't put Blitz out in front. Have the minions do it. That's what they're there for. But it's just a push back and forth battle here for the time being. You had a few shots here and there. Nice Jace shot from One Bad Brad getting into the back line. Nice shot there too on the V-Man. But everyone just waiting for the moment. And nice steal on the relic. caught Nintendo sleeping there with the Power Fist.
Yeah, but we'll see. They're not quite wearing them down. So 4Not, they're able to keep tanking enough. A spear goes off on the Fragmatic, but actually Hexo is very low as well. The shot from Jace, and now that's actually going to waste the Malphite ultimate. He uses the barrier as well, but they're not in a situation to win a fight now because Malphite is way too low. So those quick pokes on Malphite were absolutely huge. A little bit later, once the shield's a little bit stronger, you know, they could maybe turn that around, but he needs to sit back for a little bit, play kind of defensively. He might just use his ultimate for the initiation and just, you know, say hell with it. I'm going to go in for the kill, and I know I'm going to die, but my team can pick this up.
Just come on in with the ultimate, pray for the best. And you do have, you got Zion Spartan with the ultimate set and ready to go. And you also, not to mention the mana barrier is actually down for Blitz, so it could be a little bit extra damage there. Almost with the spear connecting on that. You got the bouncing blades ready to front load a little bit more damage. J shot into the back behind the turret, looking across the streams, and there's hook to hook. Hexo, will he stay alive here? Ultimate's knowing that he's going to be dying.
Oh, Katarina's going to clear this up.
Spartan with the ultimate, no kills off any of that.
Oh, they're so low. They're waiting for Katarina. I think Zion Spartan might dive this if he gets the opportunity. He's going to go in for it. The acceleration gate.
Nice. Still manages to get the bouncing blade after all of that distance. But 4Not is successfully deflected. That's it, dude! With the flash in the... Oh, man, that was beautiful to see that one.
Beat boop, use the ultimate.
There you go, done, set deal, and not only beat boop with the flash ult, beat boop with the down turret, getting that little lead.
Oh, he's so low. Fragmatic can maybe pick that up. The health relic Nintendo does pick up a little bit, but we'll see how they try and turn this around. The Brutalizer should help out One Bad Brad a lot, but so far Pixel's easily winning that Jace battle, having that Brutalizer and the BF sword almost having the Bloodthirster. Really is just a huge advantage. Yi is very low. The health regen on Yi is huge, but if they hit a spear and a Jace, then instantly he's going to die. Like, it doesn't matter how much regen he has, because he's just going to go down. Yeah, you look at One Bad Brad too. He ended up going with the Phage on Jace. I mean, this isn't top lane, this is Murder Bridge. I mean, you're looking for damage on these pokes, not slows. Oh, Pixel used the health relic when he was full health. Zion Spartan. He's just being a jerk. Zion Spartan's like, I want it. I need it. Zion Spartan's waiting for his opportunity. He's caught out a little bit. Shunpo's out of the way of the Blitz ult, and there's the hook back. Pragmatic gonna be going down real quick. You got the slam into the wall. Jace on Jace action. It's pretty good, but you also got the shutdown here. Nidalee getting the kill down on the Master Yi. Pixel will be able to get it. Pops the barrier. Just in safety, 1 for 2 so far, but it could be more. JD Wu looking for the spear, nice! Nintendo, the C's part, the teammates give way, and there's a quick kill down onto the Blitz. JD Wu though with the barrier on up, will you be able to get out? You got the slow coming in from Jason, that will be enough. Now moving on over to Parole, he does shift out. Can he pick up the kill on the Pixel? Very low, but here comes the Jace shot in response. Very well done. Pixel just taking it to the face. That actually reminded me really quickly of the story where, who was it? I think it was, well, Zion Spartan going in for the kill here for a second. But we'll see if he can get that. Actually knocked back for a second. I think he's going to be able to get it, but he has to worry about V-Man 7 because he's going to be able to drop him very quickly with that APE. Particularly if he gets the kill into Pixel, he does get it. So trying to get the double, he just barely backs out of there. But I think it's Alexander Hamilton. He was doing a fight. No, it was Stonewall Jackson, maybe? He was in a gunfight, and he just... Now I know what happens when two blitzes uppercut each other. I'm sorry, go ahead. They have the double pop-up. He decided to just, instead of going for the quick shot, it was a duel, he held on to his pistol and waited until his opponent missed, and then he just took care to aim after he was already shot, and he used his shot and made it count. But there's the Malphite ultimate. Pixel made his shot count on the Nidalee, and 108 Fruit actually trying to get in. V-Man 7 can't pick up any of those kills. He wants to snowball, but they will lose their tower because of it. The Yi damage is strong, but not strong enough, but definitely enough distraction for the rest of the team to go in and take that turret. So it's now 1 for 1 on turrets. Parole caught from behind. Pixel does manage to help out with the rest of the team. Don't Mash be getting credit on that one, and also eating the shot from the other Jace. Getting some some vision from the Nidalee trap earlier, but now spears into the dark just to keep everyone away. And at this point, it's not too bad of an option. You may get a stray kill either way. Spears back and forth, and now back to neutral, looking to get your push down in the middle of the Murder Bridge. Yeah, so they are all very low, though. They need to heal a little bit, and they don't have a really good healing option for them. So even though they're a little bit ahead right now, they're able to poke very effectively. You know, they need to sit out, wait for those health relics. So pushing into their opponents will help them a little bit because it allows them to take control of more of the health relics around the map. And actually, Nidalee does it. Oh, wow, get it really quickly. Zion Spartan getting out of there. But there's the ultimates, the AoE, Blitzcrank into the Ezreal. And actually, 4Not should be able to pick this up very quickly. A Nidalee Spear coming in, but don't mash me. Almost able to get out of there. But there's a double kill for Yi if he can clear this up. Two of them are all still, or both still very low, but it is a 4v2 advantage if they can push this turret.
And V-Man has quite a bit of AP on Yi at the moment. He's got the hat. He's got the DFG. That's quite a bit of burst wherever he lands. He's looking to go. He's still got DFG up. Is he going to use it here? Doesn't even need it, but then again, he does also go down himself. So, still,
that's a good suicide, though, because they're going to get the turret as a result of it. And they're really close to winning. Hexo, he's going to suicide. Not getting anything out of it, though. So they're close to losing this inhibitor because of that suicide.
You got the signal play here on Jason as he's rejoining the battle. Nice hammer slam. Going to be taking care of the Ezreal. Shots backwards just to try and get the beat boop out of the way. Here comes Frenak joining on with the rest of the team.
Don't mash me once the spear on one bad Brad if he can get the angle on it.
Does. The spear not going to be getting anything on that throw, but not to say he can't set up for the next one. And also, you do have a little bit more AP on Dynamics Nidalee as opposed to 4Nots. So those spears are going to hurt just a little bit, it's a tiny bit more. But you do have the Yi, you do have the Ezreal to deal with. More spears coming on in. Fragnag down to half. One bad Brad, about 100 health left. Just a stray wind can blow over this point. You got the hook missing so close to V-Man. He's just walking right, just back and forth, just trying to bait something out, anything, and he got it.
Yeah, but even if the hook's missing, the spears and the Jace shots aren't. Even though 4Not, they're actually missing quite a few of theirs. So Dynamic, they're hitting more of theirs, and that's giving them a nice little poke advantage. But 4Not, it seems, is able to turn it around slowly. You know, so we'll see if who can win this. The inhibitor is not down yet, so it's not game deciding. But one more fight in 4Not's favor could really quickly get the inhibitor, and that could be, you know, almost impossible for them to defend against.
Also looking at Hexo's build, actually there's two DFGs actually on Dynamic, on Cat and Malphite. So wherever Malphite ults, he's going to be throwing that down for a little bit extra added damage. Looks like he's also going to be looking to get the Grylais. Also, he's got the Giant Spell. He wants to have a little bit more damage, a little bit more health, and that slow in a very close quarters map like this can help out immensely. Very small distances, and those slows can mean millions to a team that can capitalize on that, especially with a team with this much poke, like Jason and Nidalee on both teams here.
Oh, another Jace shot coming in. They use the speed. If they can get the hook, actually 108 Fruit is very close to going down, but Nintendo can't quite get it. So both teams, they're sitting back playing kind of defensively right now. Dynamic, they know that they're, you know, at a situation where they need to just kind of wear down 4Not. They can't lose another fight because really quickly they're going to lose the game, and 4Not doesn't want to blow it. So both teams, they're waiting for that poke advantage. And, you know, then we'll see if the fight goes off. The heal from Nidalee helping out Ezreal a little bit. He's not really that low, so neither team really getting that low at this point. They have the HP, they have enough magic resist and armor to defend against all of these pokes.
Minions pushing up to the tower. Will there be a grab? No, just barely not getting the Malphite, but you got the gates up, you got more shots, spear down on the Prol. He's going to be a little bit lower too. I'm also just noticing this now too. Look at the blitzes. This is a very differing build on both teams. You got Nintendo, he's going to straight AP route. He's got the Death Cap, he's got the Lucky Pick, possibly DFG later. But you look at Fragmatic, he's going the side tank AD build. He's got the Manamune. He's going to have the Frozen Heart his next back. He's also got a little bit of tanking neck trying to look here. There you got Texo coming on in with the ultimate mana shield up on the blitz. Dynamic looking to swarm 4Not underneath their own tower. Here comes Zion Spartan with the damage. Will it be enough? He got the triple kill. Does go down there, but Yi, Alpha Strike his way to a bush, and he gets slammed.
Oh,
never mind.
I think they're really close to losing their inhibitor here. They're definitely going to lose the turret, but we'll see if the inhibitor goes down. But the AoE from 4Not was brutal. The spear into the Malphite ultimate, they were really quickly able to win that fight. It looked like it might turn around for 4Not really quickly. Dynamic, we'll see how much damage they can do. It's only Nidalee to defend, but Nidalee will have that spear if she's going to hit it. JD Wood's going to go for it, the flash, and gets the kill on the Nintendo, and he actually dashes away to make sure he maximizes the damage, and he's going to try and chase down Pixel. If he gets the kill on the Pixel, that would be brutal because it would mean a 5v3 advantage. as everyone is now spawning for them. They still have 20 seconds left on Blitzcrank. Another spear does not hit, but they will be able to back off. But 4Not, they could try and take advantage of this. Oh, it seems Blitzcrank, he's going to respawn a little bit too quickly, so they will, be okay for a second. They do have a short period of time, though. It's about 30 seconds until Malphite's ultimate is up. Yeah, 30 seconds. So during that time, they can try and push in and see if they can get the inhibitor.
They could just bum rush it. There's no tower to stop him from doing so. Just have Blitz be brave, get the mana shield up. He's certainly got plenty of mana at this point, but it's just a matter of how much can he resist. But you got the hook in. Jace looking for the hammer. You got Ezreal on the back line with the ultimate. He's going to be throwing on some damage onto Malphite. Meanwhile, you got right in front of him. You got Fragnetic looking to get some pop-ups. Picks will force the flash out. There's a triple on
the
one
barrier.
Alpha Strike and the barrier. Fantastic work there.
Oh, the Quadra. Did that count as a Quadra?
It
is. If he can get it, he has the meditate. If he can get Nidalee, no match me. Takes down Fragnetic.
I don't know. I think it's taken too long, though. Granted, he did meditate. He is back in full, but he's not going to risk it. He's not going to go for the glory. He's going to go for the win instead, which I personally think is much better until you get hit by a spear. Never mind. But 4Not, the rest of them are here, focusing down the Nexus, and that is it. 4Not defeats Dynamic in LoLympics number 3-1. Very well done.
Master Yi was just way too strong, and neither team having a heal. Even though you have a lot of HP regen, it just wasn't enough for either team. So they were just slowly wearing each other down. The Master Yi regen, though, that was kind of a big boost for 4Not because he didn't have to use health relics ever because he just had the meditate.
Right.
And then having the snowballing potential